What's up guys, it's me your boy SteveRandom here, and in today's video I'm going to be doing top 5 fragrances that are under $35 that you should probably get. 4 of these are for the winter and fall, but one of them is not for the winter and fall, just because I couldn't really think of what to put in that's really under 35 that would be nice, because I've really got pretty much the best winter, cheap, under 35, under $30 fragrances. And then I added one in that was cheap but smelled good for maybe the spring, you know, if you want to get early kind of something, if you want to get something early, you might as well get it. And I'm doing this video, I know a lot of YouTubers, or I mean fragrance reviewers, have done this video before, but I really wanted to do it just so you know, the people that are watching me can know what to get for a gift or just for themselves this Christmas and New Year. You know, holidays are coming up, and I apologize for not uploading, you know, as much because I'm taking tests right now, taking final exams. I have 2 more left. I have one on Monday and one on Tuesday, and then I'll be done. And then you guys will see a vlog coming up because I'm gonna be traveling, you know, somewhere. I'll keep it down for now, but I'll tell you guys when I actually, you know, do it. But let's start off with the list. I would say just basically get a nice fragrance that's cheap but also has nice, you know, qualities and smells good, gets compliments, and basically that's what I'm gonna be doing here today. So let's get this non-winter and fall fragrance out the way. So number 5, Nautica Voyage. Nautica Voyage is one that I personally don't really like, but I'm starting to kind of like it a little bit more, you know. I'm starting to see, okay, maybe that's why people like it. But at first, you know, when I first sprayed it on, something I like about it is the apple that's in there. You can definitely smell the apple. The apple, whew, man, it's pretty good, honestly, I would say. But after like 30 minutes to an hour, you kind of start getting this lavender kind of smell, flowery smell, and then mixed with the apple, it doesn't smell too good. But basically the apple and the lavender is what's dominant in this fragrance, and they overall work pretty good. Obviously I think it's for like $23-24, I think this is a very good purchase. Well, actually no, I'm sorry, I think this is like $20 right now. So $20 you can't go wrong with, especially it's below 35, which is the point of this video, and it works well for the spring and fall, the spring and summer. But I don't know if you're living somewhere in Australia, because right now where I live it's fall, but it's gonna be winter in like 10 days, or no, and like less. It's gonna be winter in like 5 days. So if you're gonna be living somewhere where it's gonna be summer, this is a very good purchase for that. And obviously for the holidays, it's a very cheap fragrance that smells like a good fragrance that's not cheap, and it's a great gift. Now moving on to my number 4. My number 4 is Mont Blanc Individual, and the reason why this is number 4 is because it is cheap. It is like $25, but it is also a 75 ml. The reason why it's number 4 is because the longevity is kind of issue, you know, especially during the winter when it's going to be really cold. You're not going to really smell, it's not going to be the dominant fragrance out there with the other fragrances. Like, I don't want to mention them because they are coming up, but basically like the other fragrances that are coming up, you don't want to really mess with those. This fragrance does smell good, smells kind of nice, like a raspberry fresh fabric softener, which is something Jeremy Fragrance like to say. I agree with that 100%, and I also think it works for like any kind of occasion, but you just have to watch out for the longevity because it doesn't last that long. On me, it lasts from 4 to 5 hours maximum, so really watch out for the longevity for this one. Unless you spray like 20, no, not 20, unless you spray like 10 sprays of this, you might be getting a good chance of it lasting maybe 6 to 7 hours, but I wouldn't recommend doing that either, because if you spray too much of this, then it doesn't smell as good. Mont Blanc Individual, I think you can find for $25, for 75 ml, and that's it. My number 3 is Hermaf Club de Nuit Intense Man. This, I would say, needs to be higher in my list, but since these other 2 fragrances are coming up, are cheap and work extremely well in the spring. Why am I saying the spring? You know, these exams have been getting to me, so I've been kind of tired. But the fall and winter, this really works well for that. But the reason why I put this as number 3 is because it's not as original as the other ones that are coming up. This one is a clone of Creed Aventus, so if you smelled Creed Aventus, you pretty much know how this one smells, except this one has a little bit of added lemon and less pineapple, and obviously more leather. But the 2017 production date ones last less than the 2016 ones, but basically the 2017 is a kind of a calm Creed Aventus musk, you know. The musk in Creed Aventus, the dry down, is like this one, but this one's kind of a little bit more calm, a little bit less longevity, and smells overall very good. I found this for $26. Right now it's the same price, I think. But I would think this is a great gift for somebody that you want to get a gift for, because it's cheap, smells very good, smells more than the price it's worth, and it's also a great gift because it works well for the winter and fall, which is happening currently right now. So Club de Nuit Intense Man by Hermaf is my number 3. My number 2, Salvatore Ferragamo F Black. This one smells similar to La Nuit de l'Homme. I'll have a picture of it if you guys don't know what I'm talking about. But La Nuit de l'Homme and Salvatore Ferragamo smell very similar, except this one has more of added pepper, more of added lavender, and more of added tonka bean. And all these notes, if you don't know what they are, they're basically notes that work kind of well with the winter and fall, except the lavender has this little bit of this flowery in the background, and then the pepper and the tonka bean and the cardamom, it makes it smell chill, good for the winter, good for the fall, makes it smell overall like a very nice fragrance, and not really, you wouldn't expect this to be, I think it's $27, $28, you wouldn't expect that. So this one I would say really, I'm yawning. This one I would say really is worth more than the value. It's you know, the value it cost. It cost about $28, as I said, $27. And I feel like it's worth maybe $60, $70. So I would say definitely try this out. Get it for, you know, somebody that's, you know, manly, that thinks or that is kind of confident as a man, because this works well for the people that think or that are confident as people. And maybe this definitely works well for like a businessman, maybe somebody that's, you know, that's somebody that's gonna smell mature, and works well for like somebody that's 25 and older, I feel. So this one, yeah, Salvatore Ferragamo F Black is very nice, works well for the winter and fall, and is under 35. It's about 28. So that's my number 2. Now my number 1, and this one I've mentioned a lot of times. A lot of other people have mentioned it that have done this kind of list, and I feel like I'm copying, but honestly it is probably the best option you can get for the winter and fall as a cheap, under $35 fragrance. I think this is the best option, and I think definitely from my collection this is the best option, but I'm not sure from other collections. But for my collection, this for sure is the best option. CK1 Shock for him is my favorite kind of fragrance that's under 35 for the winter and fall to get. So if you want to get this as a gift, this smells like citrusy, tobacco-y, spicy, peppery, but citrus mix. For me, it lasts from like 8 hours to 10 hours. Terrific performance. Works definitely well for this winter and fall, and is under $35. So if you want to get it as a gift, as a cheap gift, but smells kind of good, it's more expensive, then sure, get it for your family or whoever as a gift. Christmas is coming up and New Year's is coming up, so if you want to get a gift for somebody that's a nice fragrance and that's a cheap fragrance that I'm sure they'll like, if they like kind of mature scents, kind of masculine scents, kind of wintery, peppery kind of scents, then sure, this will work well for them. And CK1 Chalk for him is my #1. And that's pretty much it, guys. I know this has kind of been a slow video, but this is the first video I've done in like a few days again, so it's been kind of rough for me the last kind of week. You know, it's been exams, as I said, and I have 2 more coming up, so I'm gonna need to focus on those, but I'll upload this video this weekend. I'll try to, at least. That's pretty much it, guys. So guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, click the like button, subscribe for more videos, share this video with your friends, and peace.